All right, hello. Welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. We're back tonight. We're playing more We're in Danger. We talked about cheese products before we got went on live. We didn't talk about real cheese. Does anyone have like a favorite real cheese? Like real cheese? Not cheese whiz, Velveeta stuff, like actual cheese.
So I love
Joe?
like ancient cheddar and like blue cheeses. Like I love a strong cheese. Like
Yeah.
the kind of thing that's like almost a war crime. Like that
Mhm.
kind of cheese.
I mean, you are Canadian, so
Yeah.
I'm big on
Okay.
mozzarella because it's not greasy and it just goes good with so many food when you're cooking it.
Easy to melt.
Yeah.
Inoffensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like
Got it.
stuff that's too
All right.
oily, so it's great for that.
That's fair. Do you like buffalo mozzarella? I still don't really understand the difference between buffalo mozzarella and like regular
I'm not
mozzarella.
sure. Is it just like spicy or something? I'd
I
probably
feel
like
like
it.
I
it's
don't know.
different milk, right? Like isn't that
Could be.
From
it
a
is?
buffalo.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who knows?
Mhm.
Melissa, do you have a favorite cheese?
I feel like over the years, I've really started to like pepper jack. Like it's soft-ish
Okay.
and it melts
That's a good one.
nicely.
It's tasty. Yeah,
Mhm.
stuff in it. It's
That's a good
tasty.
one.
That's surprising because you usually don't
I know.
like not that pepper jack's like a spicy. It's not spicy, but
Mhm.
like for Melissa, that's like really spicy. And so
It is.
it's
It is.
kind of surprising. Okay. All right. Jeremy, you got a favorite cheese?
I love cheese in general, but I really love Gouda with like apples.
Gouda's
sort of
really
thing.
good.
Oh, I love that.
Good is
Yeah.
excellent. Excellent choice.
Love
Yeah. I like the stankiest cheese, the better. Like
Oh,
if it's a
yes.
stinky cheese, like it's if it looks
that.
like
Hell,
if it looks if the cheese has so many veins in it, you think it should get shots to clear its varicose
Yes.
veins. I am down for that
Yes.
cheese. Like that's
Nice.
Oh
the
my
type of
God,
cheese I
yeah.
like. I love that stuff. It's crazy.
I'm-
Strangely enough, I like cheese like that goes on our charcuterie board, Joe.
Yeah.
Hell,
It's
yes.
quite tasty.
See, it's
Yeah.
just one more reason why we get along so well.
I just like it. I just like it when I eat the cheese. Like it's there, you know. Like it's like the different. Like mozzarella is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Mhm.
but like for me, it's not the feature.
No,
you
it's
know?
not. It's
like-
yeah.
Yeah, it's complimentary and very good
Yes.
at what it does. But like when I eat the cheese, like if I'm going to subject myself to the reaction I'm going to get from eating cheese, like I want the juice to be worth the squeeze.
Sure.
To mix metaphors a little bit here, but like yeah,
If it's got to be the
Anyhow.
focus, it's got to be Gouda or Munster for me. I think.
Oh, Munster's
Munster's not-
good.
All right.
Munster.
Yeah.
yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't like when there was gross cheese, but then I got older and I realized no, gross cheese is the best cheese. It's so good. Like, and all cheese is gross if you go out far enough, it's all gross. Then they kind of, good. Anyhow, no one said American cheese. It's weird.
Huh.
No.
I mean, it's got its
No.
place. Like it's the complimentary on a burger sort of cheese. Like
It's a burger. Yeah, that's like the best. Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Well, anyhow, welcome to We're in Danger. We're playing through some ball season. Ball season is our like Regency Victorian era sort of vibe with a couple little extra rules, including some rules for reputation. And the attributes have been slightly revamped to better fit this theme. So we're doing stoutness and yearning and propriety. And we're also doing it with characters who, most of whom survived a previous scenario. So this is like a sequel of sorts. It's not a direct sequel. The story's not the same or anything like that. But the characters have come back, which means they all get a slight advancement. So you want to do like a quick roundtable just to remind us who you're playing? You can just go pretty fast. So Joe, I'm gonna start with you because my tray's drinking.
Sure.
Joe, who are you playing?
I'm playing Phineas Boulevard. He is a dentist. He's got some dentist tools, some suspiciously potent laudanum, and his expertise is dentistry. Very fittingly.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Melissa, who are you playing?
I am playing Charlotte Harrison, who's got blonde curls. She's kind of stuck up. She flirts with the best of them. I don't know what y'all are complaining about. and her.
Flirt's an interesting word because I feel like it was proposition. It would
Yes.
probably be a more
Synonym.
accurate term. But
Synonym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expertise
Okay.
soliciting.
And
we just learned that Melissa thinks that flirting and propositioning are the same thing.
in this
All right.
game, it's all yearning. And then my scar
okay.
was a leg brace from the first to the second.
Yeah. You not only propositioned someone, you propositioned the mayor.
It was great.
I said I want to find somebody who I can get an invite inside to, and that was the NPC that was
Found
presented to me. So that was who it was.
Yep.
Start at the top.
Found him. Yep, might as well. Jeremy, who you playing?
I'm playing Ashley Hickenbottom from the Estimatable Hickenbottoms. I'm carrying the long lost Mr. Charcuterie's cane sword with me. And I also have that little Damien kid with me because he should have some fun before his mom dies.
I should have some fun before my mom dies.
Oh, shit.
He doesn't seem to be bothered by that.
No, he's great.
Odd little.
I thought it was going to be really
guy.
awkward. It turns out, no, let's just expose him to the world.
He's in want of a wife. This is what we learned last time. He's like, what, 9? I don't remember. How old he
Yeah.
was. He's pretty young. And then finally, now that Maitra's not knocking him back, she has a little bit of a problem. Maitra, who are you playing?
I am playing Sylvia Asher, she, her. Dark brown skin, high cheekbones, black hair up with a silver and pearl comb. Propriety is her highest at 1, and she was here to see the author of her inappropriate item, which was a salacious letter written by Captain Crawford, who may or may not know Captain Stone.
Possibly. And Captain Stone is a throwback to a game we ran maybe, I don't know, 2 years ago. It was like, I think it was a Regency Cthulhu game where our buddy Steven, we were playing pre-maze, it was a long haul or long corridor, and Steven was playing Captain Stone, and who kept trying to sacrifice himself for the team, and Melissa kept saying, yeah, you don't need to do that. There's really no, you're good. We're okay. Everything's fine. Yeah. Anyhow. All right. So let's see. What did we do last time? Okay, so here's the premise. So the premise is that you all are in a town called Calumet on Sea, which is on the peninsula. And it's like kind of an early winter celebration all throughout the town. The town is within the within the domain of someone called the Marquis of Reeves. And you all arrived. You were kind of hanging around. We saw the gentlemen, Phineas and Ashley. The two of them were in the Last Gull Tavern with young Damien, getting a little tipsy right off the bat. And Damien was doing some dancing. We saw both. I think at one point Sylvia went to the naval offices because it's like a port town, and got an audience with Captain Benjamin Crawford, who then brought you into the guild hall for the Cartagivist Guild Hall is kind of what we're calling it, which is a very esteemed locale. Like there's festivities everywhere, but this is like where all like the really important people gather. And then, as we've already mentioned, Charlotte propositioned the mayor, Aubrey Penfold, and the two of you got inside the Cartographers Guild. You got to talk to each other and to your dates for a few minutes until the Marquis of Reeves arrived, and he was not a pleasant man. And because he was able to read that the two of you were not of a standing worthy of his audience. He basically put your dates into the position where they either had to escort you out or they had to go too. And so Benjamin Crawford gallantly went with Sylvia, whereas Mayor Aubrey Penfold dumped old Charlotte on her ass. And so the two of you went out. Let's see. Then the guys, when they were playing around outside, doing some dancing and stuff outside, there was a crazed horse that was kind of going nuts. You all went and investigated that horse, the two of you. Turns out it was like there was blood everywhere on it. Something was up. You calmed it down. It looked like it had some bite marks or something like that on it too. And you discovered that it had the markings on a saddle for the Reeves, from the Marquis of Reeves. So that's how you ran into both Charlotte and Sylvia when you went to deliver it to where the Marquis was. But while you were there, things kind of got weird. You heard like a gunshot at one point. Benjamin Crawford had kind of went off to the naval offices, and you heard like a gunshot and a scream. You raced over, but you found a naval officer on the ground in an alley, just being gutted by some small, at first looked like a child, but in fact was a small gnomish-looking figure with a red hat that they were soaking in the blood of this poor naval officer. It was not Benjamin Crawford. It was a nice older sergeant who had actually greeted Sylvia when she first came into the offices. You all got into a fight. A couple of you got some scrapes on you and such, but ultimately you killed this thing. And as you were sitting there taking stock of what happened, you started to hear the sounds of gunfire and screams for help from elsewhere in Calumet on Sea, as it seems as though you were not the only ones who were suffering some kind of strange fate. And so that is where we left off. And so that is where we'll go ahead and pick back up. So, okay. So yeah, there we are. We're in the alleyway. You can hear the sounds of screams and gunshots, people freaking out elsewhere in the town. It's quite loud. What are you all doing? Like, what do you think you all want to do in this case?
We need to go check that out, right?
Yep. Sounds like people are having a bad time. And might need our help.
I'm curious whether we think we should attempt to re-entry the guild hall and make everyone there aware of what's happening, or if we should address this ourselves.
Oh, what was that thing called? There's a thing sometimes with an animal, it's all going all crazy on you, and then it bites somebody, and then that person, they get all messed up too, right? And then that horse was bit by this thing that was super crazy. What if Marquis been bit, right? He needs to be alerted, right? And then if we alert him, that could be him getting saved, and like us saving him, then that's like big hero shit.
That's what happens when you bite someone with cavities.
I must say, though, he was quite rude. So perhaps we just find out what's going on in here, be the heroes, and he does what he does. He's quite unpleasant. Sylvia would attest to that.
Absolutely.
So you're saying officially fuck this guy.
If we need someone to fortify,
Indeed.
then we can head back there. But right now we do.
All right, well, and I've learned my lesson. I will never bite a man with cavities.
That's how you get them.
So-
They're contagious.
So very glad.
You hear that, Damien? He's a doctor.
Cavities are contagious.
Right. So when you're in need of a wife, you look for a lady with good teeth.
I'll look for a lady with good teeth.
And you see he's just staring down at the butchered Redcap on the ground, blood kind of pouring out, the soaked red hat. You see he's kind of like poking the red cap which is soaked in the blood of this naval officer. He's just kind of poking it a little bit, and he just says,
I'll look for a woman with good teeth.
Good lad.
all right.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go? What's your what like you guys set your own like objective here? Like what would you want to do in this case? You hear clearly that there is some chaos going on elsewhere in the town. Like that is like gunfire is going off here and there. Screams are happening here and there. Right now you're tucked away in this little alley over towards the naval offices, not quite to the docks. So you're slightly out of the way.
Is it like a constable or something, or like that type of thing in this town?
Yeah, there is. You know that over by the market square there, there are a couple of important buildings. One of those is some kind of civic building. It's the mayor's offices, and it's also got like the constable and like a jail, kind of like a small jail, not like a big jail, like a little holding cell. That's over there. You also have the naval offices too, but they're not charged with like security of the town.
Right.
It's just a small office, and like they have ships and things, and no one. It's not really their goal. So
I say we move in the direction of the gunfire. We do brave things, and then we see which sort of reward comes after. Yes?
Sure. Tentatively that.
okay.
Charlotte,
Okay.
gathers her skirts up in her hands and marches in the direction towards danger.
Now, Damien,
Okay.
whenever your friends insist that you run towards the danger, you let them lead because they're very fervent about it.
Does she have good teeth?
She does, yeah. Huh?
He considers.
I love that you
He
did
kinda
Dana's
looks-
opinion is like,
So we see Charlotte marching off in the direction of the sort of market area, the main, the central part of town, basically, because you guys are a little bit on the outskirts in the direction. So you've moved away. You start marching, and assuming the rest of you follow, Charlotte, you will see that there are people laying in the ground here and there, like you see. Like in the slight snow, because remember, there's like a little bit of a snowfall. It wasn't like heavy snow yet, but you can see that there's like blood trails here and there. You can see what looks like broken windows and like someone like just ripped a door down as you pass by a few shops and small little homes and things like that. So you're definitely seeing the signs that other attacks have gone off. You also notice, like up on the rooftops as well, there are little shapes that are moving about. And remember, these like redcaps aren't very big; they're like the size of Damien. They're pretty small, maybe actually smaller than Damien, really. And you can see like scurrying about. There are some like you see that like leap from one to the next, and then you just hear. And they dive over and off of like one building, and then you can't see exactly what happens, but you do hear the sounds of and then you don't really hear the screaming anymore. As it looks like they're literally bombing from like above. Like some of them are like hopping down from the rooftops of the town as well.
That is quite disconcerting.
What are they
perhaps-
doing? Why are they here?
I have no earthly idea what this would happen to do with anything, but if someone is attempting to mount some type of assault against them, we should join forces.
we should look for them entertainer folk, because they're travelers and they're storytellers. Maybe they know a story about what these
Is there
things are.
anyone around who's sort of locally looking?
I mean, I'm gonna say you guys just came out of your alley. You're slowly starting to move back to the major areas. You've seen no one alive currently, but you haven't necessarily poked into any buildings and looked for anyone that's hiding or anything like that. Would you like to try and locate somebody? Like,
I would
is it
like
more-
to, because I'd like to speak to somebody.
Okay. Give me like a little test. Give me like a, I don't know, maybe propriety on this, or you know, just as you call out to people, as you like kind of come up to like a door that maybe has been ripped off the hinges, or you like look through a window and kind of call out to see if you can get the attention of somebody, and see if you can find anybody.
And
And
while
while you're doing that, thank you for the raid. I beat you.
beat me to it.
6652.
Okay, that is a phenomenal roll. So phenomenal that I don't believe you. But we're gonna move on.
Classic Mike.
Okay, you come up to like a like you see off in the maybe we'll call it slightly off to the north. You see a building that's a little bit up on a slight hill. You kind of skirt around the edges of the street, and you come up to it, and you can see that the doors are intact. You got these double doors, and you realize it's a schoolhouse, and you can see that there's like a little bell on the outside. But you notice that as you go up to one of the windows, and you kind of knock on it a little bit, you see movement on the inside, and then a face suddenly appears in the window itself, and you see a young man, could be, I don't know, 17, 18, suddenly look out, and he gets really he gets really nervous and he points towards the door.
Which she will enter from.
Okay, and so he comes around, like you hear like all sorts of weird stuff getting moved around, like stuff getting like dragged and moved, and the door opens up, and he's like, "Hurry, quickly, inside, quickly, all of you, come!" And he's like motioning you all in.
Seve is going.
I'll go inside.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte will follow.
Go inside, and okay, and you see all these little desks and like benches, and been slid over towards the slid over towards the door, and appear to be like being pushed up against the, like they're putting it back like as if a barricade. And you look around, there's two young men, and there appear to be two women as well. All of them are probably somewhere between the ages of like maybe 15 and 20. And I would say that both Joe, so both Phineas and Ashley would recognize them as being in the last gull earlier this evening.
Oh, okay.
And one of the women is dressed in a like a naval uniform, and that was one of the women that Damien had asked to dance.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah. And they're, come in. Are you all right? Are you hurt?
We're
And he's
okay. Do you know anything about what's going on? Is this something that's happened before or anything?
Something that's happened before. Has the town ever been raided by these devils and my friends and my family slaughtered? No, I don't think this has happened before. I think this is something we would have known. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. I'm just panicked. And he's standing in front of you, and he's like he's a little younger. He's got like kind of like blackish hair, clean shaven. And you can see like his shirt and his coat have a little bit of blood on them, like he's kind of been right up in it at some point. But he's panicking a little bit. Behind him, you can see the woman who is in the naval uniform that danced with Damien, is like looking out one of the windows, and you can see that she has like a gun, like in her on her side, like a little musket or something like that, just ready, and she's just looking and looking. And then you can see the other two, the other young man who has got like a beautiful mullet. Let's just call it a mullet. It's just this absolutely beautiful mullet. And he honestly just looks divine. Let's just really just put it the way it is. He just looks like an extremely attractive. I mean, all of you are probably immediately attracted to him. And the woman next to him is the two of them have energy, but there's definitely some sort of like there's a bad vibe between the two of them. Like looks like, you know, there's some history between them, you know, as they like seem to be bickering a little bit. And that's the scene as you come in here. You guys too.
I immediately turn to
Sorry,
Damien. I tell him to go to his dancing partner and say, "Tell her, stay close to me, love. I'll keep you safe."
He immediately does it, no hesitation. And he goes up and he just tugs on her shirt. He's like, "Stay close to me, love. I'll keep you safe." And she looks down and she shakes her head and she says, "I believe you." And then goes back to looking out the window. But then she'll slide over like a desk or maybe a chair and let him like stand up. And now the two of them are looking out the window, keeping watch.
My work day is done.
Stupidest story. I love it. All right. What else you guys want to do?
Charlotte will go over to this attractive gentleman. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Yeah, he. Oh, hello. My name, Jedediah Hawthorne. That man at the door is my younger brother, Matthew. This here is Erica Whitcomb, and the woman at the window over there who that young boy seems to have enchanted. That's Anne Arkwright. Pleased to see that others have survived this terrible, terrible night. Those things, whatever they are, they came from the rooftops themselves, from the shadows, and they started slaughtering all of those in the market square. We were dancing, and then we weren't. And it just looks off a bit. into the distance. And he's really just kind of looking into the corner, but it looks cool and meaningful and soulful.
And I would say that she would gasp and wring her hands and, sort of tuck her elbow in his elbow. It has just been so distressing, and to think that these creatures would descend at the same time that we are hosting such an important figure. It's almost like sabotage.
Yes, it can't possibly be coincidence. It seems coordinated. They've come from every direction. The last we saw, many of the Marquis's men, women have taken root inside the guild hall. They've shuttered the doors and the windows. It's a defensible place. They wouldn't let anyone inside. We tried to get in. They turned us away.
I had been inside. I was the personal guest of the mayor, actually. But the Marquis was just so disrespectful, and I was sent outside. Can you believe it? And she puts on sad face. Can you believe? Send me out in the cold.
Yeah. The woman who's standing next to him that you completely interrupted, she just says, "Yeah, I can believe it."
Why ever so?
And she looks at you. She just shakes her head. And she walks off, just almost stomping off all angrily into the corner. Okay, so what you guys want to do?
All right. Are we staying here? If so, let's make sure if there's any entrances that we're not aware of, that we board them up, whatever we can. Maybe we limit the number of places they could come in from.
I'm curious if anyone knows what these are. They're extremely feral children, it seems to me.
How we can stop them, or why they're here? Where they're coming from?
Let's see. Anyone here? You're talking to mostly teenagers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why don't you? I'll say Boulevard. Is it Boulevard or Beauregard? What is it again?
Boulevard. Phineas Boulevard.
Boulevard.
Phineas
yeah.
Boulevard. Okay. If you get to talking with one of them, we'll say which one of them do you think you're going to talk to? The young kid watching the front door, the naval woman that Damien has agreed to protect, the teenage woman who has gone into the corner, or the extraordinarily attractive man that Charlotte has available.
Well, he has the best teeth, so I'd start with him.
Okay, so you go up to him.
Mhm.
All right, it's Jedediah.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you get there, his teeth are immaculate. He clearly flosses regularly, and his teeth are very white. It's honestly an anomaly because most people in this town,
The best teeth I've ever seen.
but all of his are real. It's quite amazing. It's probably magical. But he says, when Matthew and I were boys, we heard stories that the hills east of here there was a creature there, gnomish goblin types they were there before we were. And when we started moving in, we kind of pushed them further and further out into the ruins, into the hills. But those were just stories. Those can't possibly be true. The only thing we ever see out there are wolves and wolverines and other animals. But I suppose they look just like them, though. Young children with the faces of old men. Caps, red as blood, soaked in blood. I suppose, yes. They called them Redcaps because they wore red caps.
I see the connection.
Yes. And despite the fact that was a really dumb thing to say, he like tosses his hair a bit and it moves and it makes it sound more intelligent. So it's all good.
It's working.
And Charlotte gasps as if he just said a super intelligent thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so learned, so wise.
So they seem to be upset that we've encroached in their territory or something, like that our town is here. And how long has the town been here? Why are they mad now?
Well, that is a good question. We haven't done anything. Well, there's the ruins on Slaughter Hill. I know that the Marquis was hiring men and women to rebuild the castle. He wanted to change the seat of his power from where he currently is to the north to here by Calumet. You don't think that might have disturbed them?
Does sound like a rather exciting incident.
Yes. Yes, I dare say it does.
And when was that they started? Now, Marquis' men. That was just recently. They've only been out here.
Yes, well, the Marquis has been pushing the boundaries of his domain. He's known for this. He looks around carefully. He's a man known for thirsts and for power and desire for more of it. He does whatever he can whenever he can to try to expand his domain. That's why he is a patron. The Cartographers Guild, you see. Whenever they redraw the maps, they embellish his lands just more and more. So yes, I forgot your question, but definitely bad stuff with the Marquis. You're right. You're very smart. You must be a doctor.
I'm a dentist. Even better.
True. I hear that's a very difficult specialty.
Yes. I think we go to school for like 4 times as long as a doctor. I think they just let anyone become a doctor. Dentistry is more esteemed.
You know, my brother Matthew over there wants to be a dentist. He said that since he was a young boy. He said to me, Jedediah, I want to be a dentist.
I want to look over, like, what vibe do I get off from him? I just want to, like, heads or tails make a call if he'll make it or not. Just like, just like for no reason, just give a gut feeling.
You look over towards him and you see that he's by the door and he's kind of like listening, but he also has what looks like a little knife, and he's just kind of like right in his guns, just trying to like, just kind of like messing around a little bit. Something bad's going to happen to him, clearly.
He's more of a doctor material, I think.
Well, there's need of those two.
Yes.
So this information, just so wise of you to know and put all of the pieces together, my dear. It begs the question, if should we go to the ruins and try to treat with them, or if I dare say the horrible and nasty thing out loud, if we take out the Marquis, then perhaps they will leave our town alone.
Murder the Marquis? Are you mad?
Murder.
He's quite an unpleasant fellow. Have you met him?
Just bring him out
Yes.
and allow them to
Offering.
treat him however they
Yes.
would treat him.
He is the one who should be treating with them, not us. They
Yes.
can do as they choose.
Absolutely.
I like how you think, Sylvia.
Thank you. Why
How's
do
that
we
different
not
than murder?
Yes, dear?
I said, how is that not different than murder? If we bring him out, we're serving him up
Well, they
knowingly.
Well, it's different
They
from
are
murder
making the
because it's
choice of
once
what to do.
removed.
exactly.
Ah, yes, I see. once removed from murder, well, then that's not murder at all.
No.
It's second degree
There's a problem, though.
murder?
I don't even know what that's called, so it can't be murder.
He like throws his hair back.
Is second degree murder better or worse than first degree murder?
I
I
was
always
just
get the degrees confused.
Thinking
I mean,
it's
two's
a,
bigger than one, so that seems better.
it's a degree of separation.
Exactly.
So it's not. It's in the second
It's the
degree.
opposite
That's
of
how that
sunburns,
works,
I
right,
think.
dear? You're so smart,
So
you
if
would
we
know.
were, so if we were to tell someone else to go get the marquee
Third
out into the
degree.
streets, that would be third degree murder.
Indeed.
Except it wouldn't be murder at all. Yes.
Even
Just
less.
be like a laugh, right?
What?
It'd just be a laugh. Just like a bunch of us fellas laughing. Fellows' laughter. Something like that.
But the Redcaps, they've been killing everyone.
And that's what we
Killing
want
my
to
friends.
stop. We want that to stop.
Exactly.
And this seems to be
Right.
the best way
Yeah.
to go about that, is to
I
offer
can't
up.
tell any of the Redcaps apart.
Not
Perhaps
about
they...
killing the Marquis.
Can't tell
It's
us
about
apart.
stopping the Redcaps. With
I
as
see.
little blood as possible.
So if we make it past the defenses that they have laid out at the guild, we get the marquee, and we give the marquee over to the Redcaps in exchange for them leaving Calumet on sea alone.
Then the
That's just
bloodshed
so-
stops. And you, my dear, would be a
That's
hero.
my plan.
Well, it's not about heroes.
He looks off. And he looks back.
You are both the hero we need and the hero we deserve.
You must have all 4 of your wisdom teeth.
I actually have 8.
And he opens his mouth, and you see he has a second row of wisdom teeth.
You are so wisdomous, my dear.
So wisdomous.
I studied scrolls and texts from
From the Eastern Territories. I'm at peace with myself. I'm at one. Yes.
And he just kind of stares off again, this time in a different direction, so you can see his other side, which is strangely exactly like the other side.
Very symmetrical.
Perfectly symmetrical.
So handsome, there isn't even a better side.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he turns around and he looks at his friend who has gone into the corner, and the back of his hair, which is kind of like this blondish color, just glistens as he does so.
We'll need a plan to get inside. They wouldn't let us come by when we came by. They boarded all the doors. His guards took up positions, the windows on the second floor to ensure they could see everyone coming. They're sturdy people. How are we going to get inside?
Or perhaps we could do something at the ruins that would draw him out.
Why don't we go and take a look at the building? We don't really know anything about it. Might be a way that we could just sneak in from the kitchen.
You want to go out to the ruins?
I'm curious
That's so crazy.
what
Just might work.
they were doing there that triggered such violent outbursts from these feral children.
That feels like it's putting ourselves in a lot of danger to go all the way out to the ruins
Right.
and somehow
I-
survive these redcaps. Just
You
to
know,
go all the way back and
aren't
grab
most
him.
of them here.
We don't know that. There are some of them here.
I mean, and if we're saying we want distraction, like let's say there were some people that were like proper entertainers that hate the Marquis, were actively putting on plays about, terrible things happening to the Marquis, that if we brought them up just a little bit to where they were in sight, it might piss him off just enough, because it sounds like you said he was a real asshole, right? And if people were
Indeed.
so brazenly saying that shit right outside his door, it might piss him off so much that he'd be like, fuck those people, and he'd come right out to deal with that. He'd be like, fuck those fuckers, and we'd be like, haha, fuck you, fucker, we're sneaking in.
That is so wise. We don't have to figure out how to get around their guards. we just mock him to the point that he comes out on his own.
But what if the Redcaps catch us while we're outside mocking him? We'll be open to attacks from them.
We're going to have to handle ourselves in the intervening
There are
moment.
Let's
dozens.
take that risk.
Dozens of them. Which means that because there's dozens of dozens, that means there's probably hundreds. I think that's how it
Don't
works.
tell me the odds.
That's the next
I hate
number.
math. What we do, we get some parasols, right? We get some broken glass. We attach the broken glass to the top of the parasol, so when those fuckers try to jump at us from above, those little bastards drop down to the glass and they cut themselves up. Fuck you for dropping on me. Yeah. Feeling smart.
You know,
My dear, I have a question. You did say that years ago that these were driven out to the outskirts where they are now. Do we know how they went about doing that? Was there some type of weakness that they had that was exploited to move them?
no, I'm sorry. That was years ago. That was when I was just a child.
You're far too young to know all of those things, but you're so wise.
I am, yes.
Oh, wait. They love blood. You're a dentist. You deal with blood. What do you use to make blood, go away? Because, blood's really hard to get out of clothes, right? What do you use to clean your stuff? Because maybe we get something that makes blood, go away. They want the blood. Something. You give me step 3.
So we want more blood, or we want to do away with the blood?
Yeah, we want to make something where, blood just washes away, because that's what they want. They want to dip their stuff in it. They're crazy about it, right?
Mhm.
So you deny them the resource that they want. And they move on somewhere else.
Cold
Interesting.
water, soap. I don't think we have enough for how much blood they have, though.
I don't think so. Or club soda or something.
Well, I think we need to go get the marquee out first, and then we can
Right.
maybe figure everything else out. So why don't we go do that first?
All right.
Says Sylvia, inching towards the door.
Okay.
So is there anything in
All
here
right.
that we could use? Something that could be akin to weaponry or barricades or something like that?
And you hear from the window where Damien went to, and Arkwright says,
I've got your weapon right here.
and then you hear Damien say,
I've got your weapon right here.
and he holds up the other one, and they're both holding little muskets. You don't know where it came from, but he's got them.
So proud of that boy.
Do you have additional ones to share, my lad?
No.
I mean, we could pick up a desk and use it as a shield of sorts.
We can go to the naval office. That's where Benjamin, Captain Hartford was supposed to go. See if there's an armory or something.
Is that in walking distance?
Everything's in walking distance. You just have to go outside.
I don't want to go outside. It's dangerous out
Right.
there.
It is.
I'm at very least going to grab one of these little desks and hold it over my head as we walk out into the street. Because I've seen how these things work.
Are there nets or anything? Because there's a peninsula. There's naval stuff. Are there fishermen?
Yes.
People? Are there
Yeah.
nets?
Of course
That
there
we
are.
can scavenge.
There are boats and nets. Not in here. This is a schoolhouse. But we could make it to the docks. If we can make it to the naval offices, we could get weapons. If there are any officers left inside, reinforcements perhaps. Though it would take some doing to turn them against the Reeve or the Marquis. But that is something to worry about later. So is that it? Are we going to the offices?
Yes, we must
so.
get weapons.
Okay. So you guys go up to the door. The young woman who was in the corner now leaves the corner. You can see Anne and Damien come up to the door. Everyone's kind of huddled up, ready to go. Does anyone go out first? Anyone want to take the...
I'll
Sure,
go
why
up
not?
first.
Okay. So you push the doors open, the two of you side by side, just like step out.
Mhm.
One looks one way, one looks the other. And you still hear the sounds of like screams, but you don't hear the sounds of gunfire any longer. Like that seems to have died down. But all you really hear at this point is just like an occasional like, oh, help, oh. But you don't hear the gunfire as if perhaps the defenses of the town have fallen. But you want to move towards the naval offices. Here's what I'll ask you to do. I want a test from everybody. Actually, no. We could treat this as let's just make it a test because this is less about like the wear and tear of it and more about if something bad happens to you along the way. Okay, so give me like maybe a stoutness roll to kind of keep your cool as you're moving and as you're passing by what looks like a series of bodies on the ground every now and then. Some of them in horrific shape. You see them like gutted just brutally. You see like nothing seems to be spared because it's not just humans. It's not just men and women. It's also like a stray cat here. A rat just happened to be going by at the wrong time. You can see like there's just blood everywhere and everything has just been utterly slaughtered.
So I'm going to say that Charlotte, she has a mink stole. And I'd like to say that she just sort of like puts it up kind of over her head as sort of like blinders so that like she's just sort of like staring straight ahead. So I would like to say that would sort of help her be focused on just getting from point A to point B and not getting overwhelmed.
Gotcha. Okay.
I didn't do good.
How did you do? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's go around. Let's start with Boulevard. Boulevard, how did you do?
I got 1135, and my status is 2.
No.
So 2 fumbles,
Okay, that's
1
really bad.
success, but net of 1 fumble.
Okay. Take 2 points of strain as just it's not so much like the physical exhaustion of moving from the schoolhouse to the naval offices. You're essentially like sneakily moving through the outskirts of town and you're trying to make it over towards the naval offices by the water. But it's just like this sheer utter slaughter that you're seeing. You're not Mr. Charcuterie, so you don't have the memories of that horrific night outside of Damien's mom's house. You are kind of new to this. So it looks like an utter battlefield, like you're walking across a freshly hewn battlefield. And so that strain might be wearing down on you. Charlotte, how did you do?
So my stoutness is a 3, and I got 3 fumbles and a miss.
Okay, you take 3 strain. And again, I think this is all like mental. I think this is just like the stress and the horror of what you're seeing. And maybe you see maybe as you're moving past, like you see some familiar faces that maybe you saw when you were like first arriving here. Maybe it's like someone who you struck up a conversation with while kind of scouring around for a rich man to take you inside. Like maybe it's just somebody you were randomly talking to, somebody who was like pointing out names and people and places, and you just see them on the ground, gutted like a fish. And that, yeah.
And because I took 3 strain, I took a wound.
Oh no.
And again, I don't quite think my scar fits in the situation, so I'm going to say that terrified is the wound that I took.
Okay, yeah. Wounds, again, we use the term wound, but it's all purpose. It doesn't have to be something physical. It could certainly be something mental. Absolutely. Okay, what about Ashley?
Ashley's got a stoutness of 1, and I got a 2, 3, a 5, and a 6. He's just got that desk over his head. He's like, they stupid fuck should have had a desk. Simple as that.
Yeah. Occasionally, like an icicle will fall and like smash on it, and you realize, right decision. You see, like next to you, there's Damien. He's got his little musket that Anne gave him, like wrapped in his belt. But then he took like a smaller desk, and he has the smaller version of the desk over his head. And he looks up at you, and he says, "They should have got a desk."
They should
and he
have.
moves forward.
Smart lad.
Okay. And then finally, Sylvia, how do you do?
Same as Charlotte, 3 fumbles and a miss.
Holy
crap. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have had a desk.
So you really should have had a desk.
Clearly.
You've literally passed by like a dozen or more just absolutely slaughtered, disemboweled people. Good people who were just an hour ago were celebrating joyously this early winter festival. And now you just see them on the ground. Some of whom maybe Sylvia are like give you a start because you maybe see them in a uniform.
Yeah.
And then you look more close and you realize that it's not your man. Benjamin
That's
Crawford.
exactly what I want my wound to be. Because I do have
Okay.
a wound now.
Okay. But eventually, you all are able to make it over to the naval offices. And Sylvia, you know the entrance. You push inside. You see the familiar, like kind of reception-ish kind of area. You see just like the big counter behind which the man who you spoke with in the last session, who now lies dead outside. It is empty here and very quiet. But the door was open and off its hinges, like slightly off its hinges. And you step inside. Everything's eerily quiet. And you know that beyond the counter, there's like a hallway that he walked through that kind of took him back towards like some of the barracks and some of the other rooms and things like that.
She's gonna jog to that hallway and yell down at Benjamin. Benjamin, better you here?
You call out, and you hear,
I'm right here, sweetie.
and you hear a creak as a door opens up on the far end of the hall. As you're standing in this hallway now, you raced ahead and you see the door swing open, and there you see this like soaking wet with blood Redcap. Hat is kind of askance. Looks like he's got like this big old sword in one hand, and then in horror you realize has a freaking gun in the other, and goes to take aim at you. And we're in a confrontation now.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I think it makes sense for you to go first for us there, Sylvia, since you ran out in front, you called out, and that seems to have attracted the attention of one of these creatures. What do you want to do as it's taking dead aim at you down a hallway? I mean, it would be very difficult for it to miss. So what would you like to do?
Can I take a couple of steps back and try and take cover behind one side to the other of the door? Like, am I close
You
enough
certainly
for that?
could. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So just remember, we're in confrontation mode. So it's really like your opportunity to sort of advance thresholds and things like that. So you could take cover. But then, like, what is it you would want to do to try to like help alleviate the danger that is threatening you?
Okay. So I don't have any weaponry on me. So I was hoping to try and find something or like break off a chair leg or something
Okay.
back here.
Okay, what do you think you want to use to like see if you can just find something in like quick reach as like an impromptu thing to like they throw at it or something? Like that? What do you
I'd
think
love to
would
see
be-
if there's like a stool or like if there's a stool I can throw at it, great. If not, I'd like to break
Okay.
off a chair leg and use that.
Okay, so you kind of push open one of these side doors and you see what looks like some kind of like private room. There is a desk. There is like a high back chair, and so let's say you're just trying to kind of grab it and throw it out into the hall. So that sounds like a stoutness to me.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this.
Well, I not so much last time, so we'll see.
I have faith in you.
Does the
I believe in
wound
you
come
guys.
into play at all?
No, it doesn't affect your rolls.
Okay. 5544.
5544 is phenomenal. That's 2 successes. So you pull out this you drag this out and you just kind of hurl it down the hall, and it kind of smashes against the creature and kind of sends them kind of tumbling back into the doorway a bit. Do you want to use, I assume, both of those against the creature's threshold?
Yes, please. Can I
Alright.
also yell back to these guys that there's something in here?
Absolutely.
And so
Yeah.
that's
So-
what you would hear a panicked Sylvia's voice. There's something here.
Okay. And as you like standing in the middle of that doorway, you're like right off, like the hall, there's that long hall. You're kind of off into one door in the hall. At the far end of the hallway is where that creature is now, has some stuff splintered over top of it. And behind you on the other end of the hallway is back where you came from. And that's where probably everyone can hear you calling out. But then you hear something else, Sylvia, from the very room that you dragged that chair out of. You hear,
I'm trying to get some sleep here.
and you see like over in the bed, there is like a long carcass of a human, and you can see crawling up kind of out of it. It's almost they were using it like a small little sleeping bag. You see this dripping wet Redcap who is going to launch themselves at you. So this is retaliation.
Oh no!
Oh gosh! Oh goodness!
Okay.
That's so gross.
So I've got good news for you. Is that it's okay? It's going to be yearning. So once again, you're not certain if that is Benjamin Crawford, if that's his body that this creature is crawling out. But he just comes at you now, this Redcap dripping in blood with this terrifying old man look on his face. I need you to roll yearning. This is like sort of like a charisma test to try to keep your cool. Go for it. This is a scare test.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 1.
Okay, and what is your yearning?
Yearning is 2.
Okay, so you've got 5, 4, 3, 1. That means you succeed, but you also have a fumble with the 1, which means you're going to take 1 point of scared as this thing is crawling out of the body and is now moving towards you. And you kind of maybe like stumble back into the hallway now, terrified look as it's just dripping blood on the ground.
That was actually my advancement, was take -1 scare track, so I don't take a scare.
That's not how that works.
Okay.
Scare track, basically you can take 3 different, like if you look on your character sheet, you can get scared up to 3, which means you could potentially lose 3 dice if your scared condition goes up different tiers.
Got it.
All what you took, it means that you can only go to tier 2. So you're never going to get super crazy scared. You're only going to get kind of scared.
Okay.
And so but you still take a point of scared. So you'll have one fewer dice to roll in future tests.
All right, thank you.
Unless we remove it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the rest of you hear her screaming. You hear the sounds of other voices. What do you do? Who wants to step up?
I would say that Charlotte, and we'll see if if you'll allow this or not. So she has an expertise in equestrian, and she doesn't have a horse to jump on top of, but there is a gentleman at her arm that she can jump on top of to get a better angle.
It's like the Simpsons arcade game. You're just going to jump on his back.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to hop on?
I do.
Definitely not Patrick Swayze's back and tell him to charge? Is that what you want to do?
Yes. Indeed, I do. And I've got my horse crop out. So my riding crop, so that's sort of what she wants to use to like, not him to attack the Redcap.
You never know. He might
into it.
Yeah, unless he's into it. Get consent. Have a safe word. It's fine.
The safe word's banana.
I would say it's never banana. No. We were in a schoolhouse too. Oh, I know. Oh, goodness. Okay, go ahead. And I think this is yearning. Because you're trying to hop onto his back and like convince him to let him like you're riding him and he's going to charge into battle.
Yep.
So
I've got an item and an expertise.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. These hate me. Okay, so let me gather myself. So I rolled a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 4. So I can turn...
Don't forget you guys can assist each other too. See, for
I know. So I can turn one of the 4s into a 5 because of the horse crop, and then I have the expertise. Yep. So that's 2 successes and 2 hits and 1 fumble.
Okay, so you want to cancel out the 1 fumble? Okay, so he was like... So he turns to you and he sees you and he leans down, my lady. And he like bends ever so slightly. You climb onto his back and the two of you charge down the hallway, swinging the riding crop wildly. Right as Sylvia like backs away behind you, this one with dripping blood comes out of that office, and you just whack it across the face, and you see it creates a gash on their face. But they're not dead. But nonetheless, they have most assuredly been attacked.
Can I retcon one thing?
So far, of course.
Can I actually go ahead and take the strain back to use the extra success to boost, to get rid of the scared for Sylvia?
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. So that does mean you are going to take your strain for that. But as you race up, you're backing out, Sylvia. It's terrifying with this thing crushing at you. But then all of a sudden, you see Sylvia riding atop the back of Jedediah, and the two of them are coming in to rescue you, and they start hitting this Redcap with the riding crop, which instills a certain amount of confidence once more in you. So there's one at the far end of the hall that got like kind of smashed with furniture that's kind of getting its senses back. There's the other one that's now being attacked with the riding crop, and we're going to retaliate with these now. So this is going to be a kill attack. This is going to be on the person with the highest scared. Oh, it's a shame that you did that.
Oh, it's everybody now.
You know what that means?
Oh, no.
It means everybody takes this attack.
Oh.
Yep.
You're welcome, Sylvia.
And it is going to be stoutness.
Oh, gosh.
It is going to be stoutness. Right.
So
I think what happens... Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is it's a couple things are happening. First, the one that got stunned by the furniture gets up and just starts wildly firing this musket down the hall, and stuff's like splintering here and there. And then the other one who is being like slashed with the riding crop is just kind of bowling over and charging down and like pushing the two of you back towards the group. And so it's just like absolute horrific, like this kill shoot right here where there's like bullets flying, there's something charging you, blood flying everywhere. And I need everyone, stoutness test.
I'm going to take a swig of my laudanum, try and calm my nerves and things.
Is it fair to maybe say that if I have extremely garish, super expensive clothes, that it might have like one of those like goofy little fencer cloak things on them? Something that you could kind of wave back and forth, kind of be distracting since he's wildly shooting?
I think so, yeah. And I'll say this, a couple other things. I'll say that you've been talking about having a desk. So I'll go ahead and say I'm going to treat this like a one-use item. And so you can use this as an item. It's a free item to use as a one-use item. Okay. And then I'm gonna say that Melissa, your sex worker character, Charlotte, is going to. You have a man between your legs here that you're riding. I shouldn't have said it that way. But I'm gonna treat that as an assist, as he is assisting you. Okay.
And I still have my expertise in equestrian and my horsecraft, so.
Okay. All right, you're not going to rub it in. All right. Let's see. Who's ready? Joe, you ready?
Yes. I got a 2, 3, 4, and a 6. I can bump the 4 to a 5 because I took a swig of my laudanum. My stoutness is a 2, so 1 fumble, 2 successes, or 2 hits.
Okay, so maybe you just like duck behind like the counter in the front, and like the splintering of as like the bullet just like cascades down the hall, and you just get behind it, and you are safe. Excellent. Okay, what about Charlotte?
Charlotte's stoutness is 3. Okay, so I rolled a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 3.
A 1, a 2, a 2, and a 3. Oh God. Okay.
Yes. So
you roll an extra die. You roll an extra die. I told you I was giving you a free assist because you were riding Jedediah.
So that's a 4. So I've got a plus 1. Success. So I've got a plus 1 because of the horse crop, which makes the 3 into a 4. And then I have a success because of my equestrian. I don't think there's any way that I don't die. Because I can cancel everything out, but then I still take... Yes.
Your scar.
Okay.
Okay.
So I cancel everything out. it comes back.
And you would take an extra wound, but then your scar comes into play. So how do you think your scar comes into play?
So I would say that it's the gun that's being fired, and you just hear this like plink sound because it's the metal of the brace. The gun
banks off of your brace.
Yes,
and goes towards where Boulevard is hiding behind the countertop. Okay,
and
so you are then still alive.
I am, and I'm welcoming raiders from Table of Horrors. Thanks for joining us.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you for that raid. Awesome. We are playing a game I made. This one, we're playing a little like kind of Regency era silliness. They're currently fighting some bloodthirsty, deranged redcaps in a town that has been sieged by them. I was thinking of calling this Redcap Dawn, but I felt like that was too obvious. So I don't know. I might change it. We'll see. Okay. Jeremy, how did you do with old Ashley Hickenbottom?
I'm doing well. But what you should remember, Jeff, is I've known writers who use subtext and they're cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Words
are for nerds. So,
6423, but you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to take that desk.
What's that?
Bump my 4 to a 5. Give myself 2 successes. And my stoutness is a 1. So the 2 and the 3 are fine.
Okay. So what do you do? Do you like launch the desk?
I do. I charge into them. Like I hold the desk in front of me, run into them.
Okay. Do you just like charge all the way down the hall into the one that's firing and you just like smash into them? Okay. I love it. Okay. So that's another one that's going to go. So you got one hit that just passes the test, and then you got your other hit that you're using to smash. And since
it's the one use item, it smashes on them after crashing them into a wall or something.
Splinters into 1,000 pieces. Yeah. Okay. And you hear behind you, here comes Damon, and does the same thing. Just literally mimics the exact same thing you do.
Yes.
Okay. And then finally, Sylvia, how did you do?
Just one hit.
That's all you need. You just need one hit, and you didn't get any fumbles or anything in return. All right, one hit is all you need. So you maybe you stumble back into like a door on the other side of the hallway that just falls open, and you're in yet another one of these offices. Like maybe you tumble to the ground briefly, but you are out of the line of fire of this thing. Okay, that was crazy, and that was super bad timing. That was super bad timing.
Gosh.
Okay. All right, who would like to go next? So far, we've had Sylvia and Charlotte have gone. We still need the guys to go.
I guess I'll press the advantage, after hopefully dazing him briefly after smashing him to a wall. Drop the desk, take out the cat of nine tails, and lash it down at his leg and yank back, and then take the sword cane and stab high. It's trying to pull him off kilter and stab him.
Okay. So he's all thrown off as first one desk shatters against him, then a much smaller desk shatters against him. You pull out the cat of nine tails and start whacking her at him as Damien steps back a second and pulls out his musket.
Right. Here's the thing, lad. A gentleman never lets his enemy catch his guard up.
I will assist on this as well.
And he's going to look up and he said,
"Are we gentlemen?"
Yeah, proper fucking gentleman.
And he turns and he lowers the musket.
Proper fucking gentleman.
Yeah. I don't care if my character dies or not. I just want to influence Damon in the worst way possible.
He's great. Oh god.
Oh man.
Okay, Joe assisted you. So you got an extra die. You get a fifth die. So this will end the encounter. We know what happens with Joe assist.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. That is very helpful that you assisted.
Always is.
So I have a 1, a 2, 6, 5, 5. I'm gonna use one of my items to bump that 1 to a 2, so I'm not taking stress. And then that still leaves me with 3 successes.
Absolutely, it does. Okay, so that's all going to go towards the encounter's threshold. Okay, got it. So maybe you maybe you just kind of whip this thing around to the point where it's the gun it has just goes flying. And then maybe it slashes at you with its hook, and it kind of embeds into the ground, and it goes tumbling back into the room in which it came from. And you see it just kind of collide into it. Looks like a handful of bodies and blood in the back room as well. Okay. But it is not enough to actually conclude the encounter, unfortunately. So it's going to retaliate. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. This is going for you then. This is recent PCs. This is going to be you. And you need to... okay. You need to do yearning. Maybe this should be phrased it this way. As you see, like, he tumbles back into the room that he came from, this creature, and you see that there's a handful of like naval officer bodies and blood and such on the ground, and he kind of quickly scrambles around for something, and he like picks up what looks like maybe like a sword, like a saber that you might wear on a like on an officer's belt, and he just like takes the sheath out and then tries to hurl it like it's a spear, but at Damien. So I would like you to do a yearning test to try to, as you know, trying to help your young protege here.
You little shit. Fuck. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, at that point, I'd used the desk on the previous thing, but I still kind of like the idea of like with the garish outfit having like the sword cloak.
Yeah.
I'll try and use that to kind of flare out to try and catch it a little bit. And then that's with one arm. The other arm is trying to chop down on it with the sword cane.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
Yearning's still terrible for me.
Yeah.
Like very half-heartedly trying to save this child.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just the thing. I was like, I love this kid so much. Oh, I don't want to really bleed.
Can we just say that Charlotte will just yell out? I'll take a strain to just yell out to you. You must protect him. You must protect him. And that's my benefit.
Yeah, you're near death. You sure you want to be doing that?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay.
I've got one strain to play with.
Okay.
Holy crap. Okay. Because
was I helpful? I'm not usually helpful.
You were. I've got a 5, a 5, a 4, a 2, and a 2. But you know what I could do? I could take those 2 items, bump one of those 2s to a 4, and I've got 4 successes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a strain.
What's your yearning?
My yearning is 3. So I'm going to take a strain because my yearning's terrible.
Damn. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, you okay. So you lunge forward, you throw like the part of your coat, and that redirects the sword. And maybe it like slices a little bit through the fabric, gets caught and kind of tumbles down, and it slides right up to the foot of Damien, who picks it up. And you see this kid now has in one hand a gun and another hand a sword, and he stares at this creature, right? And then you continue and you just wail, and we see the door kind of close behind, but all we hear is like the painful like yells of this small creature as whatever the heck you're doing to him, he seems to be in suffering tremendous pain. However, there is still one further back in the hallway, and we have one more person to go. It is the brave Sir Boulevard, who is currently cowering behind the front desk of the offices. What do you like to do? Yeah. just taking some laudanum.
It's so high right now. Oh god. This can't be happening.
Which one's closest to me, I guess, now at this point that I've ducked?
There's just the one that you can see. I'll say that effectively that other one is kind of taken off the map.
Okay. I'll go after him. I'm going to use my dentistry tools and pull out a hook.
Okay. Okay.
Just go after him.
All right.
I think this is kind of...
Those things are sharp.
They are very sharp. It's probably a stoutness. It's kind of a physical attack. So
that's fine with me. Yeah.
It's not great. That's not good. So I got a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 6. And my stoutness is a 2. So I can bump a 2 to a 3. So I've got 2 fumbles and 1 success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either succeed, dealing one damage to the threshold and take 2 strain back, or you fail do no advancement to the threshold,
and then
take
still
only
take 1 strain. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 1 and then take 2 strain. And I was 1 away from a wound, so that's fun.
Okay. So you take a wound from this.
Mhm.
So you charge in. You see like this crazy hallway fight where up at the far end of it, you saw both Ashley and Damien charge, and you see Ashley kind of push into the far room through the door. The door slams shut behind him, but you hear the sounds of like the pain of this Redcap. You see kind of crisscrossing in front of it. You see Sylvia kind of stumble back and knock open a different door on the side of the hallway, and then you see in the middle like this wild, ridiculous, crazy, like amalgamation of the head of Charlotte and the gleaming Apollo-like body of Jedediah, as they are like kind of dueling with like a horse crop and this weird sickle-like blade, and they're just kind of dueling around. And so you charge in with your dental tools. And what is it? So, and you just like kind of go for their teeth.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a root canal.
So as I
As you kind of get right into their mouth.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, that is not quite enough.
Oh my gosh.
To get
Oh
them
no.
down. Possibly. It's going to get 1 more retaliation back,
Okay.
actually.
It's not enough
scare
as in
test.
they don't have like a threshold of 2, but it's just that's not like
No, it's not enough to like end the encounter.
Okay,
is what
okay.
I'm saying.
that's fine.
Who's got the most strain
I'm
right now?
Now that I've reset my track, I'm at 1.
You're fresh.
2.
1.
I'm at
2.
1 on my second row.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so this thing is going to lunge towards where we see Charlotte riding Jedediah. And let me see what you have to defend with. Okay. But it doesn't necessarily launch itself at you because you're up on the shoulders of Jedediah. Instead, it like opens its wide bleeding mouth, and you can see dental tools like this hook hanging down from its crooked teeth, and it's just going to turn its head sideways, and it's going to try to bite into the stomach of Jedediah and just like rip it open. This is a scare attack against you, so roll your yearning to try to defend against being terrified at what's about to happen to poor Jedediah.
All right. So I did this before and I'll do it again. I'm going to use my mink stole as a cover my eyes so I don't see the awful things that are happening. So that'll be my my item that I use for
Because
the
they don't happen
assist
if
on
you don't
this.
look at them. The ostrich attempt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yearning is a 1. I rolled a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 6. So
Okay.
that's miss, and hit.
Okay. And you weren't using like expertise or item or anything like that?
I had the
Nothing
item of
but
the
up?
stole, but
Okay.
it doesn't change anything.
Okay. So he bites into the belly of Jedediah. And then, okay, it's just enough. And then Jedediah, with you on top of him, you can see like he suddenly just does this Matrix style backflip, clinging to your legs, and he just kind of flips backwards and kind of kicks this creature with his foot. And then he continues to go backwards and lands safely. And meanwhile, the Redcap just goes flying back into the office from which it came. But you see it lands against like this, like a broken post from the bed, and it just impales him on the bed. And that, so listen, the one in the office here seems to gurgling and be dying out. Up ahead down the hall, you can hear Ashley. This one is like,
you.
and then dies out. And you guys have completed the encounter. So just mechanically what I did there is I took 2 Redcap scouts, and I used the 2 dangers in 1 mechanic, and so that's effectively what happened. So you guys were fighting 2 at once.
Nice.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
I am sitting on 2 wounds plus 2 strain at the moment.
2 wounds and 1
Holy
strain.
shit.
And I'll say all of you can recover 2 strain, we'll say. Since you were technically fighting 2 competents at the same time.
Thank you.
All right.
My dear.
Okay.
So I would say Charlotte sort of like climbs down off the back of Jedediah. My dear, your perfect midsection has a bite in it.
Yeah. And as you look at him as like you kind of climb down and hop down and you stand there, you can see his shirt, his beautiful shirt has been like ripped and shredded. And so you can see his perfect abs. He's extraordinarily tanned too, which is kind of strange because most people here are pasty, but he's very tan, golden. He's got like a little bit of hair, but not too much. Okay, it's no Tom Selleck situation. It's gross. And then you can see he's very well fit. And like, yeah, there's like, he's got a bleeding wound, but like the blood is just like moving down the contours of his abs. It's pretty something.
Did you say that there was a bedpost in here? Like there's a
I'll say like there was like a post, and so like it, like the creature kind of got impaled against it. So maybe like as it was rushing out, it kind of splintered at some point, and then it kind of got thrust back on top of it.
So might you say that there's some bed sheets or like a pillowcase or some kind of cloth that I could use to kind of staunch the bleeding?
You rush over to where there's a dead body, and you just like a magic trick, yank the sheets out from underneath it, and the body doesn't move. And then you come over and you start with your hands just like pressing hard against his abs to make sure. He's like, my dear, the wound's on this side. As you were pressing on the wrong side.
my so sorry.
No.
So sorry.
Yeah, that's my pectoral. It's right here. It's right here. That's my thigh. Yeah.
About those weapons. She yells.
Sylvia is trying very hard not to look to remind herself that Captain Crawford is who she needs to be looking for. So she is frantically looking for him and an armory.
I'm already coaching
you
Damien.
Look around and go ahead.
Oh, I'm already coaching Damien for his next photo op moment. Right, here's the thing. The door closed. I'm going to throw this Redcap through the door just a little bit. You're going to walk out, sword, gun in hand, striding. Put your foot up on his head. Stand real tall, shoulders up and back, chest out. Look that nice lady in the eye and say, mission accomplished.
Okay. So you throw the door open, and the body of this Redcap goes flying into the hallway, and he comes trotting out right as like Anne and the others, like who are like a little bit further behind and now rushing to help. Right as she's coming into the hallway in full view, and he just puts his foot on top of its head, and he looks up at her and he says,
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
My objectives in this game are not in sync with everybody else. I get that. I'm sorry.
It's great. It's good.
So wonderful.
It's the dumbest one we've ever done.
It's so good.
God. Okay. All right. So you also were in a room that looked like some kind of mess hall or something like that. You can see that there were various like tables and things that were laid out. And there's a couple bodies on the ground here and there. But you also saw a couple doors going off in away from this, Ashley. So it looks like, because you were the furthest into the offices, so you were furthest along. And I'll say, Sylvia, as you rush around and like kind of check the bodies, you do not notice that any of them, these poor naval officers, none of them appear to be Captain Benjamin Crawford.
In her looking around, is there armory or anything?
So, assuming you guys push a little further in, you go into some of these other doors and things like that, you will find that there is in fact an armory. When we say armory, this is naval offices, but you can definitely see that there are rifles and there are various like sabers and things. So yeah, I will say all of you can just sort of take like as an item if you like. You can kind of replace one of your items if you want with a weapon of your choice. You could take a saber, you could take a rifle, you could take like a I don't know, like a pistol or something. Musket, whatever the hell they had.
I will drop the mink stole for a bladed weapon.
Yeah.
Is there like nets or anything too? I'm still kind of looking for something like that.
Sure, yeah. You can, because you all are basically in the offices now. Maybe if you go through some of the other doors, you'll find some kind of storage. And you can see that there's things like ropes, sacks, so you'll probably find something in there.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool.
I'm dropping my perfumed handkerchief, my appropriate item, for a musket.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So you got your weapons, got a couple items, still no signs of the captain himself. No one died in this little attack, which is great.
Yeah.
It was looking kind of scary
So
for a
close.
second there.
So close.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hurting.
So you've got your weapons. What do you want to do? What's next?
Okay, so is the
Now
plan we go back in and we grab the marquee and we make a trade?
I think, yes, now that we have the weapons.
Do we want to barge in a door, or do we want to try to sneak through perhaps a window or a basement or something along those lines?
I think sneaking in might be better, because I don't know that we want to. Because I think if we draw the fire of one person, we're gonna draw the fire of everybody. So the more we can get through the space unseen, the better. I mean, we might get caught anyway. We'll probably get caught anyway, but at least we're a little bit further in.
I agree. I think stealth is our best option.
All right. Okay.
So
All right.
we
You're
wanna
like a
go
horsey
see if
lady,
there's
right?
a servant's
Where-
entrance.
Oh, horses? Or I was going to say, like, where would they bring the horses
Yeah.
in? Or,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, I think one of the two. It's a guild hall. I'm not quite sure that they let the horses in there, but servants' entrance perhaps, where they might back a carriage up.
Something around
into-
back. Something around back. Something for people who work there, not
A loading
who
zone
attend
of
there.
sorts.
Should we head out?
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
Operation Backdoors, go.
Operation Backdoors, go.
Okay.
A tag team of Jeff and Jeremy RPing together is never not funny.
God dang.
That's great.
So much fun. So fun. God damn it. Okay, so you guys move out of the naval offices, and I'll say you make it through the streets, and you arrive relatively obscured by, and I won't make you do the roll thing for the horrific that you already did that once, but you can see that the guild hall itself, as Jedediah had told you, they kind of shuttered the hatches, like all of the guards kind of came in, and then like they were just sort of batting everything down. When you get there, you can see like in the courtyard area, kind of where the dancing was going on, and where you all where two of you actually, I think the guys had led one of the horses through that had gotten hurt. You can see that there's like a huge bonfire that's going up, except the bonfire is red. It is like there's no orange, there's no yellow. It's just this tall, massive red flame that you just see is lifting up into the sky, and you can see coming out from it is this sort of red smoke or mist kind of that just seems to be permeating and starting to spread out across the town. And you just hear all of the, like, there's a whole host of redcaps around it, and you just hear them chanting,
Blood, 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 blood.
over and over and over again. You also hear the occasional sound of a gunshot, and you look up at the second floor. You see like a rifle, like a rifle barrel, just barely peeking out from looks like a shuttered window, and it fires down. And then you see around the bonfire, like one of the redcaps, their head just explodes, and they fall down to the ground.
What's the size of this crowd? I apologize if I missed that. Like, how many redcaps are there around this bonfire?
It's an army.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my assumption.
Let me hang on. Let me check my mega swarm. It says
Okay.
Oh,
by the terms of the game.
that
Somewhere between a
that
dozen or
feels
100.
like a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Think of how many would be too many, and multiply that by.
Yeah. Just making sure that I was okay. So we're
Two
continuing
was
to
too
sneak,
many.
continuing to sneak on
So
by.
there's 200.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc. Any of that medicinal stuff you got? Does any of it do like funny stuff if you throw it in a fire, like make him breathe all funny and make him woozy or anything?
I think it's flammable, but I don't know if it'll quite do that.
Oh. I mean, I'm not a doctor. You're the smart one.
I'm not sure. I don't know as a person. As Joe, I don't know what it does.
I don't think we can affect their fire without letting them know we're here.
Oh, I know. I mean, not right now, but like, kind of an oh shit fallback maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still trying to sneak past them and sneak in. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me somebody, anyone can do this, and someone can assist. Give me like a propriety test, because if you're looking for like a back way in that might not have been as well guarded or barricaded as the main entrances, the windows,
Can do this.
maybe the more you know about like guilds and stuff like that, or architecture, or whatever, maybe you might know. So anyone can roll it, and then one person can assist if you'd like.
I'll do the roll.
I can throw in an assist.
Okay.
I have a
Strain to Sylvia. Yeah.
fairly high propriety, so I imagine it's just we should look around back and describing where she thinks the entrance is.
Okay. And take a point of strain for that. Maybe it's just like the scared, being scared, like the nervousness of it, hearing that
Blood, 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 blood.
over and over, and seeing like that red mist, just it seems to move like against the wind in some ways, and it's just kind of like its own entity, just beginning to fill the streets, and you see it kind of turn and funnel into open windows and open doors as well.
All right. I got it straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yep.
That
And
sounds good. I don't see any reason that would
The
be
four
fine.
is a
Yeah.
success
Propriety
with that
is
too, so.
a 1, so no fumbles. And then I'm being assisted, so
Nice.
3.
Okay,
Nice.
3 hits. I'll say you were looking specifically for some kind of servant's entrance.
Mhm.
While you do see one, you do notice that like through maybe some barricades, like you can see some light as if somebody's guarding the back door. But you then notice that there is a cellar entrance that seems to maybe go
Ooh.
down into like a storage, and that it has like it's like it looks more like the outside, like there's like there's nothing potentially blocking that. Like it's just maybe some stuff is stacked atop it, so maybe the red caps just didn't see it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that to everybody. So, cellar entrance.
Onward.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice.
With how good you did, I'll roll that over to the timing of sneaking out from this alleyway across the road,
Sweet.
avoiding the mist and getting down into the cellar. And so you climbed down into the cellar, all of you, including your Wolverine friends from the schoolhouse. And you find yourselves in what looks like it's not like a root cellar filled with foodstuffs. It's instead seems to be filled with like all sorts of like tables, drafting tables, and some equipment of some kind. Like maybe survey equipment, maybe some kinds of loose machinery here and there, things like that. So it seems to be some kind of like storage for some of the equipment that this guild might use. You hear the sounds of feet above and like the crink of the wood as like a boot walks past and maybe a little dust filters down. You hear the sounds of muffled voices above. It definitely sounds like there are people still there. You do see a set of wooden stairs, like half stairs, going up to a door that is to the interior of the hall, of the guild hall.
Do we go up?
So there's a better chance of Marky being there.
I
Right.
think we should find him as fast as possible.
Agreed.
Okay. So you push up and you open the door, like you kind of force it open a little bit, and you find yourselves moving quietly and carefully through some of the halls, past what looks like some guild offices, what looks like some kind of records room. You see all these different scrolls and maps have been unfurled and hidden, but is otherwise dark. And then eventually you make it to the main hall, that banquet hall that both Sylvia and Charlotte had been in before. You can see that there's a handful of those circular tables that have been moved and rearranged and are now like placed against the sides of the banquet hall where the windows are. There is one table still intact, and you can see sitting there is the Marquis of Rees in all of his state with this very severe, gaunt-looking face, and a few others. You see the mayor who ditched you, Mayor Aubrey Penfold, and you can see around the room on the second level, the banquet hall, like where the balcony that overlooks the hall itself is. You can see there are all sorts of guards with guns, and you can see some of the entertainers as well have like weapons, like a knife here or a knife there, and it looks like people are kind of preparing for some kind of siege. And so that is what you see. What do you want to do?
Right. That's a lot of fucking guns. So anybody who's good with the talkie-talkie, I'd say maybe we convince them we could either have a bunch of us shed a bunch of blood, or we could all agree that we send out the one prick that they want, and like, you know, the needs of the many outweigh that prick or something.
Yes, I agree.
I don't. Now that we're here staring at all of these faces up there, the mayor just wants to lick the boot of the Marquis, so he will not be easily convinced. Do we know of anyone who's in there that perhaps we could sway more easily and get the power of the crowd behind us?
I mean, the entertainers fucking hate him.
But I don't think they were invited inside.
Oh, I thought they were in the
There were
in
a
the
couple.
group. Yeah.
You saw a couple.
Oh, okay.
You saw a couple earlier tonight
My bad.
that were entertaining here, and they still seem to be in here. Yeah.
And what kind of like, I don't know how hard it would be to ascertain, but do they seem like they're all like afraid and kind of cowering, or do they seem kind of confident, or like,
Right.
you know?
There's guards with guns at various windows. There's a few folks like the mayor and the marquis and like some of like their assistants and guards that are by that central table. Everybody else is kind of taking up position against various windows or the doors or something like that. And yeah, I think you would tell that there's definitely some nerves, no doubt. But they all seem like prepared to defend themselves from attacks from without.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, he is the mayor, and he probably wants to like look good. And what if, like, didn't he like lose people, like family or something? What if, like, in his own like estimatable like fortitude of will, he didn't want other people to suffer like he had suffered and lose what he had lost. Some sort of spinning of words.
He's a
like
widower.
that. Right? Maybe,
So-
you could pull upon his grieving sort of thing.
I don't know that I'm the best one to talk to him about anything this evening.
Well, I'm certainly not.
Perhaps Mr. Boulevard. Joe, do you have high propriety?
I have high propriety. Yeah.
Okay. I think the bottom row has begged out. If Sylvia or
Okay.
Mr. Boulevard want to do the talkie talk.
I'm
I've got terrible
to
yearning.
assist you, but
Okay. So do you guys push into the banquet hall then? Do you make yourselves known?
Oh, wait. We've got somebody here of some very, estimatable lands and whatnot.
He's talking about me.
That's right.
Mm.
It's time for you to lead.
I am the Lord of Dunswift.
That's right, you are.
Of course, Dunswift is in ashes.
Doesn't matter. It's still a title. Should be recognized. If he's all about propriety, if he talks down on it, that makes him the asshole. If he makes an ass out of himself, makes it easier for them to do the talky talk. So then he just fucking
Okay,
owns
start-
himself like a dumb son of a bitch.
Those of you who are lingering in the back, you notice coming in through like some of the seams of the outer wall, you see some of that red mist beginning to like find its way inside.
Oh, no.
If you're gonna do something, get to it now.
If you think this is a good idea,
this is the only idea.
Whoever does the
That's
talking,
weird.
I was going to offer to assist by
Mhm.
having Damien come out as the Lord of Dunswift.
Sure.
So that we have like a legitimate lord of even though it's in ashes, still the lord of a sizable estate.
Absolutely. I am down to try it out.
You guys make yourself known in the banquet hall then?
Yes.
I think so. Are Ashley and Charlotte like right behind us, or are you hanging back?
will be visible.
I'll tell you this: you guys are triggering
Yeah.
a confrontation.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you hold back, that means there's people that are not going to be involved
Yeah.
in it.
No,
So,
Yeah.
we'll-
I'm kind of like
I don't need to
a
worry
step
about it.
behind the Lord was behind Damien. But clearly I'm trying to do the
Okay.
thing where I'm showing him deference. He's in front of me.
So then you guys move out into the banquet hall, and like at first no one notices you, but then like you get a couple steps in, like, whoa, hi, how'd you get in here? And like one or two of them turn a gun to you, and then like the mayor turns around and sees you, Charlotte, and it's Charlotte. And then you can see the Marquis of Reeves looks at you all with like, especially you, Sylvia, and you, Charlotte, with this like twisted up face, and he says,
Get out of here. You are not welcome. Leave now, and we will not harm you. I'm sure if you run fast enough, you might be able to reach safety. Or there are plenty of boats in the harbor. Abscond with one and head westward. Perhaps the seas will treat you more kindly than these creatures.
we are in confrontation mode. Who would like to go first?
Talkie talk. That's Mr.
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Are we trying to talk? All right.
Go for it.
He's just gonna yell out like, "We've been hearing them chanting. They just want the Marquis. The Redcaps are mad at him."
And I will throw in my assist as original client to back him and say, yes, all this bloodshed is because of him. He's the only one that needs to be given to them.
Okay. go ahead and roll Boulevard. This is going to require. He's a boss, so this is going to require 2 hits to succeed. So keep that in mind as you make your decision. This goes for everything. So everything in this, we're treating this to some degree potentially as the finale. It doesn't necessarily have to be. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Do I actually need 3 hits because of standing?
That is a great point. Thank you for saying that. You would need 3 hits.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Nice memory, Joe.
the assist helps.
Can I say that taking a swing of my laudanum is like calming my nerves?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just calm the nerves before you go out there.
Yeah.
Or swig, sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, so I got 3 6s and 2 3s.
Okay.
And I can bump one of those 3s to a 4. So that is 4 successes.
Wow.
Okay.
4 successes.
Kick ass,
All
Joe.
right.
Okay.
All right.
What do you say? So what do you think you say in this?
Yeah, he's yelling out like, we've heard their chants. The Redcaps are just here because the Marquis is pushing into their lands. He's messing with the ruins, and they're just mad at that. They've never attacked anyone here until he came here. He's who they want.
He stands up.
Are you mad, you fool? These creatures have long plagued these hills. They have been a scourge throughout the peninsula. Both my generations and the generations that came before it. Perhaps it's just because you are so low-bred, low-born, and ill-educated that you believe such a concept to be true.
How dare you? I'm
Perhaps
a
we should
dentist.
A dentist. If you were truly an expert in medicine, you would be a veterinarian, where it takes even longer years of schooling, and you must know the biology and anatomy of multiple species.
So he's going to retaliate. He's telling you it's hilarious. He's going to scare you, actually.
Okay.
He's going to scare attack. This is going to target. Do we have any scandalous PCs? Anyone here scandalous? This is target.
I don't think
he has
so.
targets.
I think
some
I'm
of his
still in the
targets are
middle.
for specific percent.
Yeah, still in the
Okay.
middle here as well.
Well, I should also point out, by the way, one of the things you could have done. I had assumed that you were going to use your 2 extra hits towards the threshold, but if you wanted to use them towards increasing your esteem, you also could have done that too to potentially make future rolls easier.
Man. So it would have been 1 hit per, like.
Yeah, you had a success,
Mhm.
and then you would have had 2 extra hits that you could have spent. So
And
you
each
could
one of them
potentially
got a-
move the threshold 3.
Okay.
You could spend, if you wanted to just succeed and get the 1 advancement on the threshold, and then you have 2 extra hits. If you wanted to use both of those towards raising your esteem,
I
you
think I
certainly could do
will,
that.
because that will
I'm a dentist.
allow. Yeah. 'Cause that'll keep me from having to hit a target of 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
so-
a good call.
Yeah. I think that's
Okay.
worth it.
All right. So this is unfortunate. So are you at esteem? You're currently at esteem.
Yeah, I just hit esteemed. Yeah.
Okay. This scare attack is going to hit everybody because we don't have any scandalous PCs, which means it's going to attack everybody.
Okay.
So it's going to hit everybody. Actually, no. I'm sorry. That's not true. It's going to hit the most recent PC. So it is just going to be you. So
Okay.
Okay. And this is going to be. Yearning.
Oh,
So you're. Yeah. So he's gonna say something like,
You are unwed, you're unwed, unaired, and you will die a cold, lonely death.
Can I assist on this?
on his defense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
You want to
Tap
take a
into
straight?
my,
You're gonna die, lady.
He attacked
Solicit him.
my expertise. Can I tap into my dentistry expertise?
Yes. Go ahead. Yes.
All right. Oh God. Okay, so I got 1 1 4 5 6.
Okay.
because I have the assist. So that's 3 successes, 2 fumbles, and then an extra success or hit from my expertise. So 4 and 2.
Okay, so 4 hits, 2 fumbles.
Yeah.
You need because you are currently esteemed. You only need 2 to pass.
Yeah, I think
I'll
take
with his other
2
2
to pass. Yeah. Or would it be?
So
you said it was a scare attack that they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
so
want
this would be taken away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like your chest grows, and as you do, we see the pin from your dental college suddenly shine from the light of the lanterns that are hanging around this room. And he stumbles back for a second.
You went to Exeter Dental School.
You're
He's
damn
quite
right.
impressed with the specific dental school that she went to. Okay.
What's written there? Only those of high esteem would be accepted into there. Surely you must have stolen it from the body of someone here.
How dare you?
How dare I? How dare you, sir?
All right, who's going next? Stupid. Who's going next?
I'll go.
Okay. It's the sex worker who has been thrown out of this building once already tonight steps forward.
So I'm trying to think of so are we in the finale?
We can be if you guys want to. I'm fine to go another week if you guys wanted to go another week.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
No. Yes, I would rather do that.
So then it's not it's finale.
Okay, perfect.
It might be not available for next week.
Oh, you might
though.
be gone next week?
Yeah.
Okay. You can always do it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to keep playing? Because you guys,
Yes.
that's right, because you're out of town. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not force it. Let's not force the finale.
Totally
There's no
fine,
reason
totally
to
fine.
listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I will I am going to so I'll step forward and I am going to kind of say, and I'm kind of talking to everyone, like I'm trying to sway sort of the group against him, that I don't know what he has promised all of you, but if you hadn't closed the shutters, you might be seeing outside that there are man and beast alike slain, and these creatures are writhing in their blood. Whatever he has promised you to make you stay in here, he does not care about this town and everything that we have built here. We should hand him over and take our town back.
Okay. I like it. Give it a roll.
I did a crap job of actually going into any of my items or expertise with that, but it's
Can
providing.
Mhm.
I'll assist
Forgot
on
about
this
that
too.
part, right? Yeah. Oh, Joe gave you the assist. Those will be like 20 successes. 20 hits.
All right.
Someone calls out, it's like, yeah, it's why we got them closed, because we don't want to see all the dead people.
He doesn't even know a good dentist when he sees one.
What's a dentist?
All right.
I haven't even got teeth. I don't need no dentist.
rolled
You're too far gone.
My propriety is a 2. I rolled a 2,
Okay.
a 4, a 5, a 5, and a 6.
2, a 4, a 5, a 5, and a 6. Okay, so it
That's
sounds like you
excellent.
got 4 hits, 1 fumble. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, so now I am only reputable, not esteemed.
Which means you would need 3 hits. So you would need 3 hits to pass. Okay.
So then I'll take
Done.
the 3. Yeah, and then I'll
Mhm.
still cancel out the...
And you only cancel the other one. Okay. So yeah, you succeed. And he's like, what? If they give him over, then all they know better than the Redcaps. It means we're gonna murder him. And then you hear Jedediah says, no, it is only 2nd degree murder. It's an entirely different thing. 2nd degree?
I guess that doesn't sound so bad.
It's totally different. It's not bad.
So stupid. All right. All right. The Marquis will. So stupid.
You don't know anyone in jail for second-degree murder, do you?
Nope.
Okay. This is going to target everybody, unfortunately, because no one's scared. And this is going to target your yearning. Okay.
Everyone?
So you, yeah, it's going to target
God.
everyone. It's a scare attack. He stands, and one of the things you remember seeing about him was that he, despite his age, moved with great ease. Like he seemed like he looked like archaic, but at the same time had no trouble moving about, and he is dressed quite flamboyantly. And he says, if anyone here even attempts or thinks about turning on me, and he's speaking as much to everyone here as he is to you, then you will have it. And you see as he puts his arms down, like his hands start to glow, as if he has some sort of power that seems to be channeling through him. And as he reaches his hands up, you can watch as all the sconces and lanterns suddenly go brighter. And then as he brings them back down, all of the sconces and the lights get dimmer. So everyone go ahead and roll a yearning to try to keep yourself
Okay.
from getting a little scared by the fact that he is not just some
I'm not
Okay.
just some ordinary Excelsior Dental College graduate.
This is a scare attack.
Celsius. This is a scare attack.
Well, he's flamboyantly dressed, so I'm going to take comfort in the fact that I am also flamboyantly dressed. I belong here. I fit in. And I'll even wrap my cane upon the floor to help kind of like break the sound a little bit.
Okay, I like it.
My earning is shit.
If I carry my laudanum into still calming my nerves, then that'd be
Okay.
good.
All right, that's not bad.
All right. Start with Joe. Joe, you're esteemed, so
I
you
am.
need 2 hits.
Yep.
How did you do?
I got 1, 4, 4, 6. And if I bump one of them up with my laudanum, then it's 1 fumble, 2 hits.
Okay. So you take a level of scared from this, but you do succeed on the test. So you take a level of scared from the fumble, as you did not expect him to be a sorcerer of any kind. That
Nope.
was not in the paperwork anywhere. So that makes a little sense. What about you, Charlotte? How'd you do?
So my yearning is a 1. I rolled a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6. So there are no fumbles, but I do not have enough to make it.
Okay. You also move up a tier scared for the same reason. This is not what you expected from him. And then we'll come over to Ashley Hickenbottom, the estimable, but not actually like by game turns.
Right. Estimatable. I got 5, 5, 3, 4. What I think I'll do is I will take my 2 items. Actually, I just need 1. I'm going to turn that 4 into a 5, right? No, actually, I'm going to keep the 4, turn the 3 into a 5, use the 2 items to turn the 3 into a 5. That way, the 4 doesn't work against me, seeing as my yearning's a 3. So then I got 3, which just barely skates by. I stand up in my peacock outfit, wrap my cane on the floor, and then stand behind the little lord because he's proper. Bravely, that is.
Okay. And he steps forward, and he says,
You are not the only one with parlor tricks.
and then something happens, but he's in front of you, so you couldn't actually see what he was doing, but you definitely notice a reaction by anybody looking down at Damien. As they turn away, you see the mayor kind of, what? And no one can quite see what's going on Damien's face as he says this.
And Charlotte,
And finally, Sylvia.
Charlotte couldn't see it because she was so scared that she turned her head into Mr. Jedediah.
Yeah, like right on his still like open shirt, like right there. Yeah. Okay. The perfect golden tan and just the right amount of hair. And then finally, Sylvia, how did you do?
2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits. What is your standing?
I'm 1 removed from esteemed, so repeatable plus 1. Whatever.
Okay, so you are unfortunately, that is unfortunately a fail, as you are in the same boat as everybody but Joe right now. So you're going to take a level of scared as well. So 3 of you are scared. The only one who seems to have retained some of his courage is Mr. Hickenbottom. And largely it is because of this crazy devil child stepping in front of him. And there is like a little bit of a commotion now as Damien steps forward and says this, and people are kind of getting up. What's in God's name? And they're like crossing, like they're doing the cross and everything. And you see the mayor stumble away. You see like there's a moment of hesitation and the marquee. And who has gone so far? I think Sylvia, you still have to go, I think. And I think Ashley Hickenbottom, you still have to go. So what did the 2 of you do as there's now this commotion happening, but the Marquis and Damien are in this sort of stare down of each other?
All right, everybody, hear me out. There's a time for rule and order. It's all proper and righteous and that sort of thing. But I stand here with the good Lord of Dunsworth who understands when order goes afoul, when it does not care for the people upon its land, and when the tidings lean towards the burning of the village and the township and the blood of the people spread across the land. This young lad understands it. His own mother recovers now. He came here to seek stewardship, and what did he find? He found cruelty. Shame! Shame on the lot of you!
That's beautiful. You know what, man? Give yourself like a +1, like an item. That was such a cool speech.
Yay.
Yay! Okay, and he's wearing garage clothes. That's about the only thing he's got.
Yeah.
I'll try. Can I angle for propriety?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. That's what you said.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
6, 5, 4, 3. But my propriety is 2, so I don't need to worry about the 3. And I will bump up my 4 to get...
Look at
I'll
you.
squeak by with my 3 successes.
All 3.
Hell yes.
Okay. So, as you say this, the Marquis, who had been staring down at Damien, shifts his attention to you. And then his gaze begins to move around the room to every single person who has been in here with him.
You would turn on me now, after I have kept you safe from these creatures. You would betray me. You would side with these filth. So be it then. You wish me to leave? So I shall.
He like lifts his arms up, and as he does so, the sleeves kind of come down a bit, and you can see that there's like these bangles, like these colored bangles. And he lifts his arms up, and he just throws his hands down, and then just like that, he turns into some bat-like creature, and you see him just flutter and flutter and flutter, and he flies up towards the second level of this banquet hall and pushes through one of the guards and out one of the shutters into the night. But as the shutter stays open, you still hear the sounds of the Redcaps as they say, "Blood, blood, blood, blood." And that's where we're going to go ahead and end for tonight, and we'll pick up on that next time around.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, goodness gracious.
So
all right.
fun. I got to use my equestrian.
crap.
Diamond is nowhere in sight, and I still got to use it.
Okay. Okay. That's so great. I mean, you have Diamond, but now you have the Golden God.
Yeah.
Jedediah.
I know.
Jedi and Matthew Hawthorne. I tried
fun.
to Regentsify all of the
Hell
Red Dawn characters.
yes.
They are
Darius
properly.
Pinfold.
Stupid. It's so dumb. Oh goodness. I was like, you know what we should do? We should do Red Dawn, but in the Regency era.
Hell
Let's
yes.
see.
Yeah,
Red Dawn, red caps, and that was basically
Perfect.
That was my prep. That was
just
it.
delightful.
Took me 30 seconds. There we go. All right, I'm gonna probably publish this one too. I'll probably put this one out there for people who wanna play it. Okay,
It's been a
has
blast.
This has been a lot of fun. I've
So
actually really enjoyed
fun.
this one.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
good.
Oh goodness. All right, well we'll pick up on that maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. So we'll be back with more We're in Danger soon. But so let's do a couple closing plugs and then we'll get on out of here. My Trey, where can we find you on the internet?
My dude plays games on YouTube where I make system agnostic or multi-system develop content that centers CGM and player experience.
Fan freaking tastic. Joe, you know what's going on with the DOK this week?
Yeah, I think that John's going to run us through some Savage Battle Lords. I think that's our Friday game. I'm not sure what they're doing on Wednesday. Probably more Savage Rifts, I think, if people
Okay.
are around
Awesome.
for that.
Okay, right on. Okay, as for us here, next game tomorrow night, we're playing through some Hardwired Island. You can see a few of us on the screen in that game, our cyberpunk millennial game run by Kipser. Thursday, we've got Legend in the Mist, our rustic fantasy setting where they just they beat up a crocodile. It's pretty awesome. A giant crocodile. Friday, I don't know what we're doing on Friday or if we're doing anything. It's still kind of up in the air. But Saturday, we definitely have some Call of Cthulhu, so you should come check that out. Yeah, there was a plane crash and everything. It was pretty nuts. So but that's it for us. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.